To be able to see the results of this report today, how does it make you feel?
It's pretty surreal to see the amount of work that went into that report, how personal it is, how comprehensive it is. It is definitely raising the voices of the people who are using the system, which are the victims.
That was Tanya Cooch, and she knows personally how it feels like to navigate the courts after going through a traumatic experience. But she used her pain and turned it into purpose by lending her voice for an ombudsperson report that she hopes will lead to a change in the justice system. In 2017, Tanya filed a sexual assault complaint against her former military reserve commander. During part of the court process, the defense had requested access to her counseling records.
The whole Section 278 of the Criminal Code, which is supposed to protect us from having our records subpoenaed, it was presented as a threat from the defense all along.
This is just a piece of the court system that advocates say does more harm than good to survivors.
Survivors describe feeling like evidence and not human beings.
On Wednesday, the federal ombudsperson for victims of crime released a new report based on an 18-month investigation filled with stories from survivors, defense lawyers, Crown, and judges. In this report, survivors said they felt silenced by myths and stereotypes, re-traumatized by cross-examinations, and abandoned when cases are stayed.
This is not just a legal issue. It's a human rights issue.
Knowing how traumatizing the court system can be, Tanya and Alexa Barkley co-founded the advocacy group Survivors Safety Matter. Alexa was also a victim in a sexual assault trial when she was a teenager. Sensitive personal records were also used in that case.
They were irrelevant, they were used to attack me, and it got to the point where I could not cope anymore and we had to walk away from the case.
Now Tanya and Alexa say change can happen right now. For example, they say in no way should there be any reason for personal counseling records to be a part of the court process.
I think they have no value in the legal system.
It's just a terrible process.
Protecting therapeutic records, ending harmful practices that treat survivors like suspects, and guaranteeing enforceable rights under the Canadian Victims' Bill of Rights are some of the recommendations that were made in the report. The ombudsperson hopes the recommendations can be implemented in the next 6 months. Survivors like Alexa and Tanya hope taking a stand to speak out will help reform the system.
This is an injustice that is allowed in the system, and we think that needs to stop right now.
Afua Baah, City News.